Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, I will go over the map update process for the built-in navigation on your Subaru vehicle. I will be using the newest generation of the Subaru with the big screen in this video, but the process is pretty much identical to on all the newer Subarus. Now the tools we will need will be of course a computer or a Mac, so PC, laptop, whatever you have, and a USB drive. Now you will need a 64 gigabyte for the newer screen, the 11.6 inch, or a 32 gigabyte for all the other models. The time required does vary, but I recommend to set aside at least 1 hour. And I will have Amazon links in the description to the USB drive that I use, along with others that Subaru recommends. And full disclosure, these are affiliate links to Amazon, so I will be getting a small kickback if you do use the link to purchase at no extra cost to you. But I do recommend to shop for any current deals and see if there is better prices out there. Our journey today starts at subaru-maps.com, where you will either register a free account or log into your existing account, after which you will want to click on the map downloader as seen on the screen and then choose the installer that applies to you. Now while this is downloading, let's head back over to the vehicle section and tap the little plus, and then you will just need to enter a vehicle name and the VIN for the vehicle and tap the save button. Or you can also do this in the software on Map Downloader once you have it installed by tapping the plus button there, and this will reflect on your account online. However, you will have to eventually go back to the website once you get your activation code. So don't be hasty in closing that website down. Now, once you've added your vehicle to the software, to the map downloader software, you will see that it will be listed under the correct category, and it will list how big of a drive you will need, and then all you will need to do is just press install on the drive, and then choose the corresponding drive, agree to the terms, and you'll get a little pop-up with the installation start. And once you do that, you just have to wait. Now this will vary on the speed that it will update at, will vary based on your drive. I actually use a new drive now that has a Type-C on one end and a regular USB-A on the other end, and it actually worked fantastic. It was my first time using this drive, and it was absolutely great and way faster than the usual. And again, I will have links to the drives down below. And once that is done, just press OK, take the drive away, and let's head over to the car where we will start the installation. And bringing your laptop along can help, as we will need to insert an activation code over to the laptop side. But for now, go ahead and tap over on the settings option, and then the navigation on the very top should be the third option in there, and then scroll all the way down and select the map update. And this is the code that you will either have to take a picture of, or if you have your laptop with you, just enter the code and it will give you a new code to enter back once you tap install. And as you can see here, it will show you the old version and the new version that will be installed. Now once I tap install, for me it does not ask me for the activation code, but it should ask you to enter the code at this time. Also, I do like to take this moment to apologize for all the subscribe icons, but I'm using it to cover sensitive information. Now back on the website, under the updates section this time, you will want to find your car, and you will see on the right of that you'll have get activation code, and then just scroll a little further down, enter the code that the car gave you, and tap the get activation code. There's actually a guide now, this is new from as far as I can tell, but it will kind of show you where to enter the code and things like that. And then all you have to do is just patiently wait. Now as you can see on the screen, the car does tell you that you can actually turn the ignition off and it will resume. I did try to make it as hard as possible for it, and I actually turned the car off, so I did the worst case scenario essentially. If something comes up and you cannot leave the engine running, I did turn off the car, and the update did resume. I could not get it to fail while doing a quick restart. However, once I left the car, actually had to leave another car for about 2 days. I couldn't get back to it to finish the update, and it did give me an error. And if that happens to you, then I will show you. You basically restart the process, and it will reinstall the update. So nothing scary. You will just temporarily lose the map. But that is pretty much it. So congratulations. At this point, I do recommend to leave the car idling. If you can, supervise it. If you're in a garage, make sure you leave the door open. You can also drive around. As you can see, you will lose the built-in map, and you won't have access to all the settings, but you'll have access to the quick settings over on the little car, so you can still adjust your eyesight and convenience settings, but the map will proceed. And however, if you had any issues, if it failed to update, I'm gonna show you. Basically you reinsert the drive back and follow the same steps essentially again. This time it should not ask you for the activation code, so just tap update again and it will reinstall the data, and it should, once it's successful, it should just have your map working again. And then again, you will only lose the map, you won't lose any other functionality if the update does fail. And this touring vehicle that you see now, this is the one that I failed the map update on. So I actually stopped it as someone wanted to test drive the car, and I interrupted the update and I did not get back to it for 2 days. And I essentially followed the same steps again, restarted the update, and everything's completed successfully, and the map was back up and running. Oh, and also do remember your map updates for the new vehicles. Basically, you can update them for free for the first 3 years, after which currently it's about 150 per 2 years of map updates. So usually you get about 2 updates per year. So essentially that will be about 4 updates roughly, but not guaranteed. And for the ones that stayed here for the grand finale, here it is, what happens at the end. So you can tell I was bored and really waiting for this moment. But yeah, essentially the bar will fill in and you will get the installation complete message, after which you will need to restart the vehicle to apply the new map data, and you'll be up and running. So yeah, and also you can see I'm using the SanDisk drive that has a Type-C on one end and the regular Type-A on the other end. So it was really quick. It's a USB 3.1. It took half the time it normally takes, but your speed might vary based on which generation Outback you have. But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you found this useful. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to write them down in the menu. And if this is helpful, I will keep trying to post similar videos, so feel free to give me suggestions on what issues and videos you would like to see. Thank you.